Welcome to educator.com. This lesson is about algebraic expressions. In this lesson, you will learn to evaluate algebraic expressions. Applications are changing values within the same equation. Let's look at the vocabulary. A variable is a symbol that can represent one or more numbers. For example, often in algebra, people use variables such as x or y. An algebraic expression is a mathematical expression with one or more variables. And notice that this is an algebraic expression, not equation, so there is no equal sign. So it could be something like 2x with one variable, or more than one variable, 2x plus y. These are examples of algebraic expressions. Evaluate means to replace each variable with a number in an algebraic expression. So if you were given the algebraic expression 2x and for x equals 3, you would evaluate by substituting 3 in place of the variable. So 2 times 3 equals 6. And there you would have evaluated the algebraic expression for x equals 3. Model the expression 2x plus 4. Modeling is creating a visual representation of the algebraic expression. So for example, we don't know what x is, so we can create a figure to represent x. So let's say this long bar is x. We have 2x, two of these long bars, plus 4. We know 4 is just 4 units. So this is a model of the expression 2x plus 4. Evaluate 3x minus 7 for x equals 8.2. So we're going to use substitution here. In place of the x, we're going to place the value 8.2. So 3x minus 7. X is 8.2, so I'm going to put it in parentheses. Notice I'm putting it in the parentheses so that we can keep the original operation, which was multiplication. When the number is touching the variable like this, it means multiplication. So by putting the 8.2 inside the parentheses, we ensure that we keep multiplying. Now do order of operations, which is multiplication first. 6 and 8 times 3 is 24 with one decimal place, 24.6. And then lastly, we're going to subtract 7 from that. Make sure that you put 7 in the correct decimal place. It's 7 whole units. And then 14 minus 7 is 7 and 1, so 17.6. Evaluate, parentheses, 3.7 plus x, close parentheses, divided by 2 for x equals 9.6. So let's substitute our value for x, 3.7 plus 9.6, and divide by 2. So inside I'm going to add, inside the grouping symbols, the parentheses. I'm going to add that first. 13, carry 1, and that's going to be 13 with bringing down the decimal. This is a 3 here. Okay, so we have 13.3, and then the last operation divided by 2. I'm going to put the 13.3 inside. 2 goes into 13 6 times, which was 12, leaving us 1. Bring down the 3. Let's move this decimal up to here so we don't forget about it. 2 will go into 13 6 times. And I'm going to continue because I can see that it's going to end soon. Bring down the 0, and 2 will go into 10 5 times. So my answer is 6.65. Notice that although I'm doing the work on the side, I'm including all the operations here. I'm not breaking up the problem here. I'm keeping it straight, So here we've worked inside the parentheses, and then next we're working with the division. So none of the operations are lost within the expression, even though I'm doing them separately on the side here. Using a table to evaluate an expression. You work at a bowling alley that rents shoes for $4 a pair. The expression 4p represents the amount the store earns when it rents p pairs. Copy and complete the table for the given number of pairs of shoes. So this table represents shoe rental earnings. Over here we have number of pairs of shoes, so starting out with p, then 5, 10, and 15. So the variable is p, and we're going to be evaluating for 5 pairs, 10 pairs, then 15 pairs. And we're going to be evaluating for those numbers by plugging it into the algebraic expression of 3p. Oh, actually, because it's $4 a pair, this expression should be 4p. Okay, so make sure you If they give you the expression, check the expression goes with it. All right, 4p, because $4 per pair. If we look back in the word problem, 4p. All right, so first let's evaluate for 5. This is going to be 4 times 5. Notice I'm putting the 5 inside parentheses because I don't want it to be a 4 next to the 5, making it look like a 45. It's 4 parentheses 5, so that keeps the operation of multiplication. And 4 times 5 is 20. So the amount earned here is $20. And then for 10 pairs, 4 times 10, the amount earned is $40. And for 15 pairs, 4 times 15, the amount earned is $60. So by creating this table, we were able to evaluate different numbers of pairs of shoes. Evaluate the expression 21 divided by x minus 5 for x equals 8. 8 minus 5 is 3. I'm working inside the grouping symbols first. And lastly, 21 divided by 3 is 7. Evaluate the expression 9x minus 6 for x equals 2.5. So I'm going to substitute the 2.5 in place of the x and then subtract 6. I'm going to do my multiplication first. 2.5 times 9, 45, 18, and 22 with 1 decimal place. And 22.4, subtract 6. Make sure you put your 6 in the correct place. It belongs in the ones column. And that's 12 minus 6 is 6, and I borrowed, so 16.4. The formula P equals 2L plus 2W gives the distance around a rectangle with the length L and the width W. Find the P, also known as the perimeter, for a rectangle with length 12 centimeters and width 9 centimeters. So P is the formula for perimeter, and we have 2 lengths, and they tell us the length is 12 centimeters plus 2 widths. They tell us the width is 9 centimeters. So now let's evaluate. 2 times 12 is 24, and 2 times 9 is 18. Continue adding. 24 plus 18, 12, 4. 42. And remember that in a word problem you need to go back and check if there are units to be included. And we were told that the length was 12 centimeters and the width is 9 centimeters, so the perimeter is 42 centimeters. A dog washer charges $18 to wash large dogs and $10 to wash small dogs. She uses the formula 18L plus 10S to calculate her earnings, where L is the number of large dogs and S is the number of small dogs. How much does she earn for walking each group? So they've given us the algebraic expression here, 18L plus 10S. $18 for every large dog and $10 for every small dog. And now they're giving us scenarios, values to plug into this algebraic expression. The first one is 5 large dogs. So I'm going to say 18 and in place of L, 5. Plus 10 and in place of S, 3. So 18 times 5 will tell me how much she makes for the large dogs. It's $90 for the large dogs, and she makes $30 washing the small dogs. And that's a total of $120. Remember your unit. So for this first scenario, A, this dog washer makes $120. Let's go on to the next scenario. For 7 small dogs. So now the dog washer is not washing any large dogs, only small dogs. So it would be 18 times 0, no large dogs, plus 10 times 7, small dogs. That multiplies to 0, and 10 times 7 is 70. So when the dog washer is washing 7 small dogs only, she makes $70. Thank you for watching educator.com.